Once upon a time, in the quaint little village of Willowbrook, there lived a lively and curious lion cub named Milo. Milo was no ordinary cub. He had a nose for adventure and a heart full of wonder. One blustery afternoon, as he explored his grandfather's dusty attic, Milo discovered an ancient, peculiar clock. It was unlike any clock he had ever seen, with strange symbols, a shimmering blue dial, and an inscription that read, "Time is the key to all mysteries." Unable to resist, Milo turned the dial suddenly. A vortex of colors swirled around him, and with a whoosh, he was transported to another time and place. When the colors faded, Milo found himself in a lush, prehistoric jungle filled with exotic plants and sounds. Before he could gather his thoughts, a large, shadowy figure emerged from the foliage. It was a friendly, bright green dinosaur named Dina. "Welcome, young traveler," Dina said with a toothy grin. "I'm Dina, and it looks like you've just used the magical time clock." Milo, though initially startled, quickly warmed to Dina and explained how he had ended up in her world. Dina, always eager for an adventure, offered to show Milo around the prehistoric land. As they roamed the jungle, Milo and Dina discovered an ancient map hidden in a cave. The map promised to lead them to the Golden Fountain, a legendary source of unlimited water, guarded by puzzles and traps. The map was written in an ancient dinosaur language, which Dina conveniently could read. Their journey began with excitement and anticipation. They crossed rivers on the backs of friendly brachiosauruses, navigated through dense forests, and avoided the watchful eyes of the mischievous velociraptors. Their first major obstacle was a towering stone sphinx with glowing red eyes. The sphinx boomed, "Answer my riddle, or turn back you must, fail to solve it, and turn to dust." The riddle was, "I speak without a mouth and hear without ears. I have no body, but I come alive with wind. What am I?" After a moment of pondering, Milo exclaimed, "An echo." The Sphinx's eyes dimmed, and a hidden passage opened, allowing them to continue their journey. The next challenge was a dark labyrinth filled with twisting paths and deceptive shadows. As they navigated through the maze, they encountered ghostly figures and eerie sounds. At one point, Milo and Dina were separated, and panic began to set in. Using his sharp instincts and a bit of clever thinking, Milo found a trail of luminous pebbles that Dina had dropped. Reunited, they followed the glowing trail to the exit of the labyrinth, where the final clue awaited. The next challenge was a dark labyrinth filled with twisting paths and deceptive shadows. As they navigated through the maze, they encountered ghostly figures and eerie sounds. At one point, Milo and Dina were separated, and panic began to set in. Using his sharp instincts and a bit of clever thinking, Milo found a trail of luminous pebbles that Dina had dropped. Reunited, they followed the glowing trail to the exit of the labyrinth, where the final clue awaited. Determined to complete their quest, Milo and Dina ventured into the heart of the jungle. They faced ferocious storms, giant insects, and tricky terrain. Eventually, they found the gem guarded by a colossal tree spirit. The spirit, recognizing their bravery and good intentions, granted them the gem with a stern warning to use the fountain wisely. With the heart of the jungle in hand, they returned to the golden fountain and placed the gem in its rightful place. The fountain erupted with a brilliant light, and the water began to flow endlessly, ensuring life and prosperity for all of Dina's dinosaur friends. Realizing it was time to return home, Milo bid a heartfelt farewell to Dina. He promised to visit again and, with a twist of the magical clock, found himself back in his grandfather's attic. Milo's family listened in awe as he recounted his incredible adventure. From that day on, Milo knew that whenever he sought adventure, the magical clock would be waiting to whisk him away to another wondrous world. And so, the legend of Milo and the time-traveling dinosaur was born, a tale of courage, friendship, and the endless wonders of time.